Hi, welcome to the product overview of Solo Textures, a collection of intimate solo string performances from the Novo family line that captures the real emotion and intimacy of string soloists. Solo Textures offers expressive interpretations of solo violin, viola, and cello, each housed in their own NKI instrument, as well as Heavyocity's signature sound design spin in the Solo Texture Designer. Let's dive right in and explore what Solo Textures is all about. The Solo Texture instruments contain all of the recorded sources and can hold up to 8 preloaded articulations that can be selected via key switching using F6 to C7 keys, and can be swapped using the drop-down menu to load the desired sound on any particular slot. These articulations are all seamlessly looped to offer endless playback of the source sound and are divided into 3 main categories. Sustains, which are long expressive strokes of lush solo string textures, including tremolos, flutters, and dynamic waves. Détachés are rhythmic articulations with more space between the notes. These include traditional boat performances, collenos, and pizzicato sounds. And finally, the soundscapes are melodic arpeggios performed with an expressive tempo feel, ideal for injecting nuance and vibe to your soundscapes. The sustains and détachés are all tempo mapped, so they will follow your track's tempo, whereas the non-sync sustains are the sustain sources mapped at their original recorded tempo, which can be useful for more aleatoric textures and sonorities. Every source in Solo Textures was recorded with close, room, and whole mic positions so that you can mix to your liking, as well as a full mix channel that can be soloed for a lower memory footprint. In the snapshots, you'll find all the articulation categories preloaded with the default mix. Use these as your starting point to explore the sound of Solo Textures, or load either the close or wet variations for a different flavor, as well as the full mix if you're optimizing for memory footprint. And to scope the sound further, there's a host of onboard effects, including an EQ and filter that can be set individually for each articulation slot, as well as a sequencer to modulate the dynamics or gate of your instrument, and a master delay and reverb slot to add another layer of ambience to your sound. Keeping with our sonic traditions, Solo Textures includes a Solo Texture Designer, which is a 3-channel sound design powerhouse, where you can mix and match any of the violin, viola, and cello sources, and combine them using an arsenal of effects and sequencers to craft unique and expressive sounds. We suggest that you start by browsing the factory library of snapshots, which are split into 3 categories. The organic folder includes combinations of articulations with minimal sound processing. These are either full ensemble presets with all 3 instruments performing the same articulation, or combos that fuse different articulations in a complex and intricate texture, which comes in both full ensemble version or sections, which are single instrument articulation stacks. The Pads folder is a collection of presets curated by our own sound design team, which takes full advantage of the designer's ability to create pads and soundscapes out of a combination of sources using onboard macro sequencer to control and modulate the onboard effects, which include EQ, filter, saturation and distortion, gate, and delay and reverb. all with individual channel assignments, as well as a comprehensive master effects section to sculpt the overall sound of your instrument. Lastly, the rhythm folders include presets that take advantage of complex rhythmic abilities of the texture designer, like the gate sequencer and the cycle engine, which is a robust playback sequencer that allows you to trigger any slice of the audio source and combine them in complex patterns, which include playback start position, velocity, and pan automation. Solo Texture sets out to capture the intimacy and nuance of solo string performance and infuse it with our own sound design signature so that you can add emotion and closeness to your tracks. If you wish to purchase Solo Textures, you can visit our website at heavyocity.com, where you will also find audio demos and tutorials.